Hi, we're here at the POS headquarters in sunny California, and we have a very special guest with us today, Dr. Jacques Cilliers. He flew all the way over from Johannesburg, South Africa to be with us this weekend. He is running one of our fastest growing POS locations, and as of last month, he's one of our newest POS instructors. So today I'm proud to introduce my good friend, Dr. Jacques Cilliers.
Thanks, Crystal.
I have a couple quick questions for you. We were chatting today and you mentioned that you're growing your ortho business and it's now about half of your practice. I'm curious, how did you get into ortho?
Well, tomorrow it's been 5 years that we have started the location in South Africa. Can't believe it's 5. But I sent you an email back then and asked you, is there any locations close to South Africa to do the POS course? And eventually we started a location in South Africa. And basically POS was introduced to me by a friend of mine that did the course in Holland. And through that, we brought the course to South Africa, and today we're starting a class this month, which will be the 6th class that we started up. And we have now about more than 50 graduates in South Africa, all doing ortho, which is amazing. And it's not just South Africa, it's the whole of Africa. We've got students from Zimbabwe, from Kenya, Nigeria, Botswana, like your president will say Nambia. We've got people from Nambia as well, and then from South Africa.
So when you were a student 5 years ago or so, how was it starting cases without having much background? What was that like?
Well, I started ortho knowing nothing of ortho. The most that I knew about fixed orthodontics was the bit that they taught me at dental school. And through POS, I've learned everything today that I know from ortho. And it's, if you put in the time, everything is out there. They've got good educational material to study from, good videos that you can watch. And then the best thing about POS is they've got, Smile Stream is just amazing. It helps you to diagnose your cases. It just, and then as well, the support that POS offers. That's the best part, to help you start your orthodontic practice.
I thought you had a very interesting perspective. You were a student of POS and graduated. You've met hundreds of dentists probably in Africa who are interested in ortho, and now that you're a POS instructor, so you have like a sort of well-rounded perspective of ortho. I know you've met a lot of POS graduates as well as other dentists, GPs who've taken ortho from other courses. Do you have any perspective on what would make a GP or a general dentist successful in ortho?
I think if we look at orthodontics in a GP practice, it is the place where the patients come to see the dentist, and that's the person they see over years, and see them every 6 months or so. So they build a relationship with their dentist, and I think the best thing about it is you can offer ortho in your practice. You can offer it any time of day, any day of the week. You just don't. With us, in South Africa, the orthodontists just go to certain places on a certain day, and that's on a Thursday. They are in this area, and it's not always possible for that person to go there at that time. With you can do it any time in your practice. Plus, ortho ain't that difficult to do. So, if you are willing to learn ortho, you can do it. It's just, if you put your mind to it, you can learn it.
I know you were one of the superstar students in your class several years ago. I'm curious, in the internet-assisted training format, I know there's a lot of studying, a lot of dedication to be successful. Do you have any tips for someone who's thinking about studying more online? Like, how did you do it and get on top?
I mean, I think the IIT is actually a very good format. I mean, it only takes you for 6 days, well, actually 2 days per year out of your practice, which is mainly the Friday. And the main thing is you have to put the time in after hours. Now, I mean, you can work the whole day. And then, I mean, if you just put an hour, 2 hours a day in for about 4 days a week, I mean, you can do it. It's basically to manage your time. That's what the most important thing is. If you do your time management very well, you will be successful.
A lot of doctors always ask about the money. And how much is it? Is it worth it? Is it too expensive? What do I need to think about? I know you're really good at business analysis. Do you have any comments on like ortho and your practice and the finances?
You know, what you're saying there is everybody thinks it's expensive. But I mean, when we finish high school and we want to go to dental school, you have to think finances as well. I mean, you have to put in 5 years of your time and a lot of money. Now, in South Africa, they did a study and they said that doing dentistry at university is one of the most expensive courses. And they said it costs you R1 million in order to become a dentist. Yeah, that's a lot of money. Now, if I would tell you, you will have to take out a study loan for that and you have to pay that off for 5 years. That's a long time. But if you think about the ortho course, you just have to treat 7 patients. And you can do that while you're studying. So even before you finish your course, your ortho education is paid for. You don't come out of dental school and you treat 7 patients and you're paid for dental school. Yeah. So you are basically, you have the opportunity to add something to your dental education that will increase your earning potential tremendously. And that's the thing that we as dentists sometimes miss. And having a bit of a discussion with the class that we just finished in Feb now, I said to them, you know, they are quite a young class, and I said to them, I wish that I did this course about 10 years ago. That would have changed my life much more. But it's never too late to learn. So the earlier you start, the better for you.
And you mentioned something interesting. In South Africa, if you start 7 cases, that pays for your tuition and the materials and stuff. Would you say that a lot of dentists in the program start 7 cases?
Yes. I mean, we've got now a student. She has finished now. I think she's got about 80 active cases. 80 active cases. But I mean, she's just doing ortho. And I think the thing is when you have a passion for something, I mean, you enjoy it. You basically, the people see that, and then they want to come to you. And you know, the funny thing is, and you never believe it when they tell you that, and I also didn't believe it, is that once you start doing ortho, you'll maybe start 10 cases, maybe the first year. But that's 10 cases that you have out there. Those people talk. They talk to their friends, the mums talk, and then they ask, where do you get your ortho? No, I go to this doctor. And at this stage, I have it in my practice now, doing ortho for 5 years, that most of my people come in from referrals. And it's quite amazing to see how the people that you're busy doing ortho, when you talk to them, you build you see the patient for 2 years. So, you talk to them. And then you find out they know this one, they know that one, and then you start to link them. And then you start to realize that, wow, I mean, people are talking. Yeah. And they see the quality of ortho that you do. And that's the most important part, because POS teaches you to do good quality orthodontics, and that's very important.
Yeah, I know some other doctors, they say they like to bracket their assistant or their hygienist and leave it on as long as they can, because that's the best way to get free marketing.
That also works. For me, my dental assistant, she's got a kid of 13 years of age, and she works there. at my practice, and so we did ortho for her kid as well. And actually, as we did ortho on her kid, I mean, then all of his friends started to come in, and the mums ask her about ortho because her kids got ortho, and it just grows. It just grows. Ortho, if you must just find yourself about 5 or 10 patients, and the ortho practice will grow itself.
Thank you so much, Jacques, for being here with us. We really appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me.